the Mountain Salvos. We hope that you're doing well and that you're staying safe. It's been great for us to hear from you over the last couple of days and to hear how you've been encouraging each other and how you've been supporting each other and keeping in check with each other. It's been really encouraging and uplifting for Nicole and for myself. Something else that's been uplifting today is the reading from God's Word from Psalm 23. Now this psalm, it's a very familiar one to you, I'm sure. It's probably even one that you've memorized. And it's come at a very critical time, I think. Because the words from Psalm 23, they are words that are needed in times of uncertainty. They're words that give us courage to push through. They are words that help us to persevere even when we're going through the darkest valley, through the valley of the shadow of death. And the reason we can go through that is because He is with me. The shepherd is by my side. And it's words of hope that tell us that even though we're going through the darkest valley now, that there is something great moving forward. And that we never do this walk alone. So it's very fortunate that today's reading is Psalm 23, I think, because it's something that we need to hear. We need to hear these words of hope. Because when we look at the world around us and how things have changed so much in such a short period of time, we have to acknowledge the uncertainties of the future. I was having a conversation with someone today and we were saying, I think the biggest thing that we're struggling with is uncertainty. We have no idea what the future holds. We don't know when lockdowns are going to get worse. We don't know who's going to lose their jobs and who's going to lose their income. We don't know who's going to be infected by this disease. We don't know when we're going to be able to hug each other again, to give our mates a handshake or a pat on the back. We don't know. But to be honest, at this point in time, what I don't need is more answers to questions. What I really need at the moment are words of hope. I want to hear words of hope. I want to be reminded that the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not be in want. I want to be reassured that everything is going to be okay. I want to soak myself with the words of Psalm 23. So the application for me, and I would encourage you to join me in this, is to pray the words of Psalm 23 tonight when you go to bed. To pray the words of Psalm 23 when you wake up in the morning. To pray the words of Psalm 23 when you're eating lunch tomorrow. Soak yourself in these words of hope. Pray it for yourselves. Pray it for each other. Pray it for our communities. Pray it for Australia. Pray it slow. Pray it deep. Let it go to every part of who you are. Because in these dark times, in our times in the valley of the shadow of death, what we need are words of hope. And so I encourage you right now to pray these words with me from Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing.